The search for a city manager is underway, and joining me is Belva Hale. Thank you so much for being with us. She's with Human Resources with the city, and you are now, we have got a search going, is that correct?
We have a search going. City Council has, actually they spoke with 3 different groups. They chose the Mercer Group, and primarily because Jim Mercer, he's president and CEO of the company. They have 22 offices, they're nationally recognized, but he is personally handling this search. So
that's fantastic.
I think it tells us that he knows this is a great opportunity, and he really, I think, is as excited as we are about bringing just the perfect person here. So City Council met, he went over some material with them. They've actually set goals and objectives that they want for the new candidate, and he's putting that in a brochure, which has been finalized and will actually start going out, as far as I know, today. So we're guns a-blazing now.
So now we just wait, and then what happens? So people start applying, and then
Yes.
they narrow down the interview process.
Actually, we'll accept applications starting now, and he'll actually narrow them down to 10 to 15. City Council will review those. They'll decide maybe 5 that they actually want to truly interview.
Okay.
And at that time, it becomes much more intensive, as you can imagine. There's pretty extensive background searches that'll go into place with that. The City Council will actually meet with them, and then they'll decide what they think is the perfect candidate based on all the criteria that they've set.
So yeah, let's talk about some of this criteria and some of the guidelines and goals. What did you all come up with?
You know, actually, they want somebody who's, as you would expect, with everything that's happening in Bristol right now, because, you know, we are just exploding. It is an incredible time for a new person to come on board, and they're looking at somebody who understands economic development and redevelopment. They need a strong background in financial, in finances in general, because that's going to be a key component to what we're going to look at. They want somebody who is strong in education and who really has a background in successful educational programs, because we certainly have one, and we definitely want it to continue and get better as we grow. They're looking for someone who has advanced communication skills. This council, probably more so than anybody I've ever worked with, is very much about transparency. They definitely want citizens to know what's going on. They want to give people an opportunity to know what's going on. And so they think that's a key component in this city manager. And then the last thing is, and did I mention it? No. They want to facilitate a long-range plan. And that would be something they would look at a 10 to 20-year time frame. So they want somebody who obviously has a very extensive background. But I really do think with Mr. Mercer's help, we'll find the perfect person.
That's great. Now, narrowing it down to his organization, how did you go about that?
They interviewed 3 different groups, and Mr. Mercer, I think, just brought the experience they were looking for. He has a lot of governmental, private sector, nonprofit.
Okay.
He's been in this business 30 years, and he's nationally recognized, but has national contacts. So I think he brings a lot to the table, including having searches that he's done in Tennessee. So he's very familiar with our governmental system, and they thought that was a definite plus. And his, fee was reasonable, and he also agreed to meet with them to set up the goals and objectives. And
that's great.
Made that a part of the fee. So they just felt he was showing a real willingness to help us find the candidate.
So now, where do we go from here? We've got the goals. People will start submitting applications. Is there a cutoff?
There will be a cutoff. I don't know what it will be yet.
Okay.
But it will be a part of the finalized brochure once it's out. And I would anticipate it being the end of November, somewhere in that time frame. We hope to have someone on board latter part of March, first part of April. That's the goal.
So everyone's moving pretty quickly with this.
Yes.
Great. Is there anything else we need to know about the process? We want to find somebody, I know everybody probably feels this way, that's a good fit, but also that wants to stay for a long time.
And that's something that I think most city managers will tell you when they come on board, I hope to retire from here. And I think with Mr. Mercer's help, and I think the City Council has, even though they're new, I think they have great ideas of what they want to see, and so I think they're going to be able to choose the candidate that really is going to be a good fit for both their view, the city of Bristol, and somebody who'll be able to work well with the community at large.
Lots of great economic news today.
Yes.
This is just an economic day.
I know, it's a boom, it's wonderful.
It is wonderful. Well, keep us posted. Come back when we have some finalists, and
absolutely, we'd love
so we can talk about it and let everybody know. And we appreciate you being here today.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. We have a great ending to today's show, and joining us are Darlene and Diane Dempsey. We've got Diane from the Paramount, yay, to tell us a little bit about what's going on down there and things that we all need to know.
Oh, I appreciate that. We have a really great season performance this Friday. That's October the 25th at 7:30, and it is the Brass Transit. And for you folks that don't know what the Brass Transit does and who they are, they're bringing the music of Chicago.
Oh, wow.
To the Paramount, and they're a very renowned group. Their sound is spot on. They're just fantastic. And to get a little snippet of the show, you can go to www.theparamountcenter.com.
Okay.
Pull up a video and see what Brass Transit's all about. And for tickets, you can go online at our website, etix.com, or call the box office at 423-274-8920.
Now, Darlene, okay, tell me the connection here.
Okay, the connection between Diane and I, the Paramount, and the City of Bristol. Actually, we worked together on various things throughout the years, but in the last couple of years, we've actually started doing a well, the city actually supports the Paramount, so we take our expertise of all the many years that we've booked Viking Hall and our relationships with agencies and promoters, etc. We actually have decided to work with Diane, so we actually have 3 shows on right now. On November the 2nd, we have Sean Clush, which is the Elvis impersonator, the ultimate Elvis, along with the Blackwood Quartet. On November the 3rd, we have C.S. Lewis, An Evening With, and everybody knows who C.S. Lewis is. If you've ever read any kind of, I think his books are still in print after he's been dead for 40
Absolutely, yeah, they
years.
are.
This play is him. He's in his study, and actually you're with him. He's talking.
Oh,
it's as
how
though
neat.
you're there. You will feel like you have just sat in a C.S. Lewis den listening to him. And then in addition to that, we have Guy Penrod, which will actually be on November the 23rd. And of course, Guy Penrod was the singer vocalist with the Gaithers. So
Oh, wow.
That's a great show. Actually, we're bringing that one back. This is the second time he was here a couple of years ago. Sold out then, so we're anticipating the same. But it's really a great opportunity for the city of Bristol to work with downtown, because the Paramount is the beauty for downtown. I mean,
Absolutely,
we have
it is
a love
beautiful.
of it, and so of course we want to help make that successful.
And everyone enjoys going. And I love it because there's so much variety. Do you try and do that, I guess, when you look at your overall calendar year, that you want to make sure that you have so many of this type of genre and that's important, I would assume?
You know, our motto is to have something for everyone. So that's why we try to diversify the programming and what we do. And with the help of Darlene and the City of Bristol, that makes it even more diversified. And they give us the ability to have many more shows in there, so that we do reach out to every sector of the community.
And everybody always remembers their trips to the Paramount and remembers what they see, which is amazing because there's just so many options. So now, Darlene, when you're working with Diane, do the two of you, how does this work? Do you get on a conference call and say, okay, this is where we have dates available, or
Well,
how do you all?
actually, what we do, it comes from routing.
Okay.
In the industry, every show has routing. Like, they're coming through Interstate 81 and they're looking for something in this market, then we again have that relationship with that agent or that promotion company, and they will
Okay.
say, we need something that's smaller than the Civic Center, because the Civic Center has over 5,000 seats. So, and then it's just an opportunity to say, hey, we've got a beautiful theater downtown, 750 seats. It's the intimacy and the ambiance are amazing, and they really are. And not only can they come down and see a show, they can come